And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10. At their own 29.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
No!
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Brings up third and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
52. Celtic Tigers 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
one thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And he completes it to Hunt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And here's Darnold to keep it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Darnold.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Williams on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, they'll drop to 0-2.